Hi, I am Rakesh Chawla, a practicing Vastu consultant and a quantum coach. Today I shall be answering questions which have been asked by my viewers. The first question is, what is quantum Vastu? Very interesting question. You see, quantum has its base in the word quanta, which means the smallest unit of energy. And quantum is the field in which this energy is, which has unlimited possibilities. So the word quantum leap means like you jump to uncharted territories. We'll not get into details, but basically that is what quantum is. Now Vastu, as you know, is basically, we deal with 4 directions, the 5 universal elements, the placement of these elements in different directions, and then there is a cycle of these elements, how they evolve, how they form a constructive cycle, and how they form a destructive cycle. Again, I'll not be getting into the details, but basically it's the placement of various activities in different directions. That is Vastu. Now the question is, what is quantum Vastu? Vastu has Vastu can have its limitations because it is confined to space. The space of your home, your office, your factory, your mall, whatever it might be. It is confinement in space. And within that space, there are times when we can follow the diktats of Vastu, and there are times when we cannot, because that is the nature of the subject. If something is being started from zero onwards, ground upwards, then yes, the possibility of incorporating Vastu is very high. Whereas in an existing structure, the possibility of being Vastu compatible is low. So that is why I say there is a limitation in Vastu. It is confined. When we use the word quantum Vastu, then we are talking about the unlimited possibilities, the unlimited potential of the human mind. So when we combine the two, the limitations which we find in the physical form of Vastu can be overcome or can be amalgamated with the unlimited potential of the mind to find a solution to whatever is disturbing you. Right? I hope it is clear. So the second question is, what can be done when you are told your house is not Vastu compatible? First of all, you don't have to panic. Heavens don't fall if your house is not Vastu compatible. There are millions of houses in India and overseas which are not Vastu compatible. Life still goes on. So don't fret. Number 2, whatever has been told, please don't start making structural changes because that is not necessary. Now what needs to be done? Now rather than making your corrections or trying to follow and being in a mood of undecisiveness, there are 3-4 things that I'll suggest you just do them, just follow them, and you'll feel the difference. First of all, make your entrance as beautiful as possible. Make it as though it's like Diwali. Rangolis, diyas, colors, the toran, anything that you feel like, just do it. Incorporate that. You can have mirrors, but not in front of the entrance door, maybe on the sides. Keep plants, keep flowers, anything. Beautify your entrance to the best possible you can. A. B. Just clear your northeast. There should be no clutter over there, and it should have a very pleasant fragrance. Maybe camphor or anything else. You can put an air freshener. You can keep flowers. You can keep anything. Clean and fresh should be the feel of the northeast of your house. Number 3. In your southwest, clear the clutter. There should be no clutter in the southwest. It should be clean. And number 4, in the kitchen. Wherever the kitchen is, just make sure that below the burner, you put a yellow color in the form of a mat, in the drawers below the burner or on the floor, or you can keep a yellow chart paper. But whatever you can do, yellow in color below the burner. And if that is not possible, then a yellow tape around the burner. This will mitigate the effect of wrong placement of the kitchen if it is there. Just do these 3-4 things. Beautify the entrance, northeast, clutter-free southwest, and yellow below the burner in the kitchen will take care of the deficiencies of Vastu, and then you can take a call on what needs to be done thereafter. Now the next question is it a must to follow Vastu? Very interesting question. I'll ask a counter question. Is it a must to visit doctor if you're not feeling well? What do? If you have discomfort in the body, you'll try something, and then eventually when the pain is unsustainable, unbearable, what do? You will visit doctor. Yes or no? Same thing applies here. If whatever is happening in your life is sustainable, is acceptable, don't consult Vastu. But if you feel things are happening which is beyond understanding, you are not happy with the way things are, then I suggest that you must take Vastu advice. And when I am saying Vastu advice, listen very carefully what is Vastu advice. Today, if we have, let's say, 100 Vastu proponents or Vastu consultants, we have over 100,000 Vastu Gyanis. Now, who are these Vastu Gyanis? These are people who have acquired the knowledge of Vastu through Google. So they feel they are Vastu Gyanis. And what happens? These Gyanis, they visit a friend's house or a cousin's house or whosoever's house. And the Gyan that they have imbibed through Googling, they will say, oh, this is not right, this is wrong, this is not right, this is not wrong, this is wrong. And they will instill fear in you. So please, if everything is fine, don't listen to these Gyanis. Because the barometer is, should you follow Vastu or not? If you are fine, everything is okay, don't follow the Gyan given by them. I'll give you an example. I was called some time back by a client. They were doing very fine, everything was happy, hunky-dory, business was okay, family was okay, health was fine. Now what was happening is that their water tank, underground water tank, was towards the southwest. It was surrounded by a lot of greenery, it was in a lawn. Now this was offsetting the wrong placement of the water tank. The northeast where the tank should have been was elongated and there was no need for a water tank over there because the elements were balancing themselves. Now some Gyani came and he said, oh, आपका तो water tank ही गलत है. It's in the southwest. इसको तो उठा के northeast में डालो. Now these people, when they had no issues, everything was fine. They uprooted the tank, called a plumber and had it installed in the northeast. And after some time, everything started falling apart. Health became an issue. Business started having hiccups. So they wanted to now consult. Yes, what's gone wrong? Now when I went there, I saw the tank and I said, since when is it here? They said, a couple of months ago, some person came and he said, this is the wrong placement. I said, was he a consultant? He said, no. A friend of ours, he said, this is the worst position for a tank. You must place it here. So we uprooted from there and we put it in. Now what really happened? Listen very carefully. When the tank had a wrong placement, when it was in the southwest, yes, not an ideal direction, but it was balanced by the greenery which was around it. When they shifted the tank to the northeast, which is supposed to be a good direction for water or the underground water tank, that zone was already elongated in their plot. They didn't need to have another water feature over there, which they did by putting the tank here. Then you know what happened? It's like in a cup of tea. You normally add a spoon of sugar. Maximum, okay. You have a sweet tooth, you'll add 1.5 spoons, let's say 2 spoons. But what if you add 6 spoons of sugar in a cup of tea? Will you be able to have it? No. This is precisely what happened. When you have an elongated northeast, you don't need to have an underground water tank over there because that will make it so sweet, it will enhance the effect of water that will make you uncomfortable. And that is precisely what happened. So when you need to consult, if there is a discomfort, only then consult someone who is in practice for a long time. But don't listen to the Vastu Gyanis who've got this half-acquired knowledge based on Google and they come and advise you and you do follow what they've said and the discomfort begins. Please do not do it. Well, this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do share and like. And for any queries, you can DM me or send me a message or send me a mail and I shall attend to you. Thank you. All the best. God bless you. Bye-bye.